Is it possible to get banned from the oldest anarchy server in Minecraft? You would think that the answer to this would be no, since 2b2t has no rules and complete freedom. But when you have a server that's as chaotic and free as this, you're going to have people pushing the envelope with what they can get away with. Can you get banned? The answer is not a simple yes or no. Like anything related to this godforsaken place, it's complicated. But hey, that's why I'm here, to explain it to a normal person such as yourself. You are normal, right? So sit back and relax. Let's get this started. I want to talk about the history of bans on the server, but in order to do that, let me explain something. When mentioning bans today, I'm going to refer to them in two separate categories: hard bans and soft bans. A hard ban means you're completely unable to join the server in any capacity. You cannot play on a hard banned account. A soft ban means you're still able to play, but your ability to play is severely limited, or a measure has been put in place to severely inconvenience you. With that out of the way, let's take a look at the history of bans on 2b2t. Housemaster is the admin of 2b2t. He's always been a mysterious figure, but in the early days of the server, he was a lot more laid back and regularly interacted with the community. There would be times where he would teleport to bases just to see what people were building, and then he would vanish. Even in the early days, 2b2t's toxic player base tried to push House's buttons to see what they could get away with. This included players hacking, backdooring the server, posting shady links in the public chat, the list goes on. Despite all of those things, House has never actually hard banned anyone. The closest there has ever been to a hard ban on the server happened in a hilarious incident when James Russells got muted by House for a few days. Obviously, House's prank on James wasn't permanent, and the mute actually was lifted after a few hours. During this time, a few other players such as Silver Crown King and Victor got muted as well. It's entirely possible that House may have hard banned someone as a joke during this era, but there's no evidence that he did. From 2010 to 2016, the James Russells mute was the closest anyone had ever come to a ban of any kind. But then, the YouTube invasion of 2016 happened, and with it, the introduction of the queue system. Here is where we see our very first soft ban in 2b2t history. During the Rusher War, 2b2t was a hot topic on YouTube. Tons of Minecraft YouTubers wanted in on the action, with many Minecraft YouTubers making at least one 2b2t video. One of them was Landon. Before becoming a Fortnite and Roblox YouTuber, Landon mainly did Minecraft and posted a video of himself playing on 2b2t. A few days after this video, he woke up to find his Skype and Minecraft accounts had been hacked, with a message saying that 2b2t was responsible. From here, the hacker ended up giving Landon's Minecraft account details to 2b2t YouTuber Taragadude, and they ended up bed trapping Landon's account so that he could no longer make 2b2t content. Shortly after, Toro attempted to log into 2b2t, only to find that he was waiting in the queue. He was at the very back of the line when previously he was able to log in instantly. Toro had become the first person in 2b2t history to receive a ban of any kind. Let me explain this further. The queue system was developed by Archon employees, and when the system first came out, there were actually 3 different queues. There was normal queue, which had a wait time of anywhere from 3 to 20 hours. That's not a joke. The queue was up to 2,000 people at one point during the war. Then you had priority queue, which offered little to no wait, but you had to pay $20 a month for it. At peak hours, you might have to wait 5 minutes tops in this queue. Finally, you had veteran queue. Originally, House offered this option to the original 2B2T player base. This queue was only given to accounts that joined before June 1st, 2016, which was the day Rusher uploaded his first 2B2T video. Veteran accounts did not have to pay for priority. House would remove the veteran queue a few years later due to players attempting to sell veteran accounts for real-world money, but at the time, it was the only way House could please the old players. Toro had veteran queue before the hacking incident. Afterwards, his veteran queue was removed, and he was forced to wait in the normal queue, which often took half a day during this time period. It was a soft ban. He could still log in, but he was not able to join in the same capacity that he could before, limiting his ability to play and create content on the server. After community outrage at the time, Toro was given back his veteran queue status and he was able to log in normally. It seemed that since the community pushed back so severely that nobody would get soft banned again. But fast forward 1 year to 2017. During this time, a lot of players built lag machines in order to bring the server to a halt. The machines got so bad that even previously generated chunks refused to load. Lag machines during this era had become so efficient that Housemaster was forced to intervene. House would teleport to chunks with lag machines in order to delete them, and if someone was a repeat offender, they would actually have their priority queue removed if they had it. The first person this happened to was a player named Griff. He was a repeat offender of building lag machines, so his priority queue was removed, despite him previously paying for it. House was sending a message that if you were affecting the physical integrity of the server, you could be punished for it. Several others were soft banned during 2017 as well. As time went on, players would have their priority revoked several more times. These bans were not met with very much public backlash. A large portion of the 2B2T player base actually supported these players having their queue revoked, as their actions had been in-game, unlike the Toro incident, which was outside of game. Fast forward to 2019. Now here is where it gets interesting. About 2 weeks ago, player House1 was stripped of his priority for this history of building lag machines. But when he went to purchase priority again, it said his account was no longer eligible to purchase priority. It's clear now that House is cracking down on habitual laggers. Griff and HH1 were both used to set examples. At the end of the day, this server belongs to House. Now I know what you're thinking. Fit, you said that 2B2T was an anarchy server. That means no rules. Why are players being punished for in-game actions? Well, anarchy server does mean no rules for the players, but it also means no rules for the admins as well. House can do whatever he wants and nobody can do anything about it. He could ban all of us if he really felt like it. So that brings us to the original question. Is it possible to get banned from 2B2T? Yes, it is possible to be soft banned, but still, nobody has ever been hard banned before. If you threaten the physical integrity of the server, House reserves the right to take your priority queue away, and not just that, but also prevent you from purchasing priority in the future. If you plan on building a lag machine on 2B2T, just be aware of the risks. And if you ask for a refund of your priority queue, good luck with that. Now, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to like the video and subscribe. Also, make sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter to stay updated on when new content is coming out. and follow my Twitch to catch my streams. That's it for today's video, everyone. Take it easy, stay alive out there, Fit Fam, and try not to get banned. Alright? Alright.